Hello, bombshell. Tawnyjanae here. Welcome back to the mat. This class is epic because you don't need any equipment and it's core centric. But what I'm doing is we're going to demand the entire body in pursuit of a deep core workout on the mat today. Yes, so we're on the hands. We're involving the entire body to get a very deep core workout. Like I said, you don't need any equipment. It's really beautiful. Just you and some space to boogie. Let's get right into it. We're going to stretch a little bit because why not? Let's warm up our muscles together. Take your hands on either side of you. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, reach the left hand up and overhead. Find a nice deep side body stretch while plugging your left shoulder in a little bit. Good. Other side. Use your breath. Move with the movement and the pace of your breath. Just going from one side to the next, saying hello to the obliques. Again, keeping some space for the neck, but not shoving the shoulder down too much. It's like that middle ground, you know? Good, side to side. Just a few more times, warming up the shoulders slightly, but mostly the obliques, the side bodies, baby. Next up, interlace your hands in front of your face, flip the palms down. The palms go out. On the inhale, you roll the shoulders back, arch the back, so pretty. And then exhale, engage your muscles of your core and round. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, arch the back. Exhale, round, round, round. Really engage the deep core muscles by exhaling all the air out of your belly. 2 more. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, round. Again, breathe in and out. Good. Shake out the wrists. We're going to roll them a few times. We're going to be on the wrists. Now, if you're not used to being on the wrists, don't worry. We'll pause for a cause mid-class and do some wrist love. But we're going to be on the hands because we want to create strong bases, right? Strong wrists, strong arms, happy shoulders. The first move is a reverse plank, right? So plank, you're on your hands reach back, legs are out in front of you. Notice my hands are kind of far back behind my hips, yes? Roll the shoulders back, broaden across the nipple line, and then encourage the hips up by squeezing the glutes, the legs, the toes together. From here, you drive one knee in, and then the other. Core marches. One knee in, yes, and then the other. Woo! Just like this. Keep encouraging the shoulders back, good posture. Keeping the idea of good posture. Pull the core in and notice your pointer fingers. That knuckle at the base of your pointer fingers. Point and press through that so your wrists are happy and healthy. Good. For 4, for 3, last 2. And 1. Glorious. Set your beautiful hips down. Widen the hands so that you can fit your hips through your body. Walk your heels in just a smidge so the knees are bent at a 90-degree angle. Pick up the hips. Slide your hips through for an L-sit. And then drive them right back up, reverse tabletop. Send the hips through and up. If you need to be on blocks to get your hips through, you can. But if you try to have tall posture, notice my butt can't get through my hands. You're like, how the hell did you do that? Bring the hips up and then around the spine, C curve, C curve. And then you're engaging your deep core muscles. Send the hips right back up. See how many more you can get in. Notice I'm pausing for a cause in the L-sit and then reaching the hips right back up. If you're a yogi, this is Lolasana. Good. For 3. Yes. For 2, told you we were going to involve the whole body for the core today, baby. Last one, drive your hips up, slowly lower, and come onto all fours. Once you're in this quadruped position, tuck the toes, press out of the shoulders. Let's give the wrists a little bit of love. Flip the hands over. Stay here, press the nails into the mat. Maybe you sway side to side. Maybe you reach the hips back just a smidge to get a nice opening in the tops of the wrists. Then flip them over. Claw the earth with your hands. Press out of the shoulders. Yes, so you're pressing your heart to the sky. I hyperextend, so I need to bring my eyes and my elbows together. A little micro bend for the boys. Tuck the toes and hover your knees, yes? This is a nice core workout, right? We're already feeling it. Our whole body's involved in pursuit of a deep core workout. But what we're gonna do is alternate taps in the center. We go right and left, tapping each knee in between your big toes. If you don't have music, put on a song you like and move to the beat. Good. For 5, yes. For 4, we stay. For 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees down. Come off of the wrists. Do some wrist rolls. Give the wrists some love. It might feel like a lot, or it might not because you're used to being upside down. But the more you do this, the better and healthier your hands will be, your wrists will be. Open and close the hands fiercely. Yes. Get some blood moving to the hands, the wrists, the forearms. Plant your hands right back down on the mat. Spread the fingertips, claw the earth, press pointer finger knuckle down. That's going to protect your wrists. Same, but different. Tuck the toes, lift the knees. Stay here, pause for a cause. Now I want you to sway to one side, pick up that hand. Other side, pick up that hand, just like that. Go to the beat of the music in your head or in real life. So you're switching. It's a very dynamic movement. We're getting shoulders involved, feet. Your calves are even doing some things. Maybe you're already feeling it in your quads, but I promise you, your core is mucho involved. For 3, yes. For 2, last one, hold, press through the pointer finger knuckles. You can even shift your hands and shoulders, your shoulders back and press through the pointer finger knuckles if you're feeling it in your wrists. For 3, for 2, and 1. Drop the knees down, roll out your wrists. Just a few more times, yes. Open and close, yes. If you need to flip the wrists over, just want to make sure you're giving your wrists some love. I don't want you to give up, and I don't want you to be like, oh, I don't want to be on my wrists. I want you to create a strong base. The more you're on your hands, the stronger the muscles and the bones become if we do it in a mindful way. So that's what we're trying to do together today, honey. Spread the fingertips wide back to that quadruped position. Tuck the toes, hover the knees. Now we're going to marry all the movements together, going one side to the next, but you're going to add the opposite foot. So as my left palm reaches, right leg kicks straight. That is how you get your lower abs super involved. Ha! You've seen this move before if you practice with me on Aloe Moves, but we're doing it here. If you want more classes, sign up for Aloe Moves. Girl, I got 1 million there too. Good. For 4, yes. For 3, we stay. Last 2, smile and hold. For 3, for 2, and done. Down to the knees. Roll out your wrists. We're done on that. Yes, that felt good. We love it. You're doing great, Chiquita Bonita. What's next is some more core. So you're on your forearms, you're getting off of your hands. You're welcome. I like to have my hands interlaced when I'm in a forearm plank. You can always have your hands separate, palms on the floor. Wherever you are, find yourself in a forearm plank. Shift forward and back. That's all we're doing right now. We're toning the shoulders. But the main squeeze of this class, right, is the core, yes? So squeeze, hug, pull your core in. You're trying to squeeze your booty cheeks together to try to get pancake ass. It's not cute, but it engages the lower portion of the core, which is what we want. Squeeze, hug, make sure heels, hips, and shoulders are all in one line. For 3, just for 2, and 1. Hold in the center. Drop one knee and then the other. You're just tapping. You're not bracing yourself or lowering any weight, just tapping. Double time. Let's go. We tap, tap, tap. Yes. We move. Squeeze. Pull your core in. Squeeze your booty. Just for 3. Yes. For 2. And 1. Come onto your hands. Drop right knee down. Take your right foot and work it outside of the knee. Come into a supported side plank. Yes, you're welcome. We're just on one hand, and there's a lot of support going on. From here, take left leg long. Check yourself out. Can you point the toe a little harder? Engage the top of the leg, the quadricep more to straighten the left leg. Yes. Lift her a little higher and try to get your nipple line closer to your hips. Hello, core. Ready. We just slowly lower and lift the left leg. Lower and lift. Just a few more. Good. For 5. Yes. For 4. Woo. Squeeze for 3. Get a little higher for 2. And 1. Hold. Pulse. Stay. For 5. For 4. For 3. 2. And 1. If you need more support, you can always tuck the right toes. Yes, the kickstand, baby girl. Give me circles going one direction just for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. 1 reverse. Yes. Lift higher. Squeeze more. Last 2. And 1. Take your whole left leg in front. So now we're working the front diagonal. We lower, lift, squeeze. We lower, lift, squeeze, just like that. Smile the face. Involve the core a little more. Good. For 4. For 3. We squeeze. Last 2. And 1. Hold. Stay up. Pulse up with me just for 5. For 4. For 3. 2. And 1. Let the shakes happen. Swing the leg behind you. Now we're working the back diagonal. You can take the left hand up and overhead for stability. We lower and lift. Just like before. Same, but different. We lift and squeeze. Lift and squeeze. How's the core? Can you turn her on even more? Good. For 4. Last 3, stay with me. For 2, and 1, hold and squeeze. Lift, squeeze. For 5, yes. 4, yes. 3, for 2, and 1. Hold it up just cause, and then release. Now notice your right glute might be on fire. That's because I had my right leg situated to where my glute was activated. That's what we want. Okay, we're gonna come back into our forearm plank. Get off of that wrist and give your abs a little more love. Set yourself up for success. Whatever hands you gotta do, take a deep breath in and then find yourself in a forearm plank. Again, we shift forward and back just to involve the shoulders to create movement and a little mobility in the shoulders. See how far forward you can go. Good. For 3. Squeeze. For 2. And last one, lower each knee, one at a time. We tap, tap, almost to the floor or all the way. It's up to you. Soften the face, smile through it. We do hard things so that when hard things happen in our lives, we know how to persevere. We tap in, we dig deep, we smile, and we keep it moving because we can. Good. For 3. Yes, that's it. For 2. Last 1. Woo! Hair flip up. We get to do the other side. Are you ready to party? I'm going to flip over, but if you can just come to your hands in a plank position, do that. Just hiding the mic back. Don't mind me. So you're in the plank position. Pull the core in. Simply drop the left knee down and then take it out a little wider on the mat, maybe even off the mat. So notice if I'm really in a side plank, my knee is working at a diagonal, my left knee. Good. Take your hand on your hip and then straighten your right leg. Lift her up. Check yourself out. Make sure your leg is in one strong, streamlined, sexy line. Straighten it a little more, then lower and lift. Lower, lift, squeeze. We stay here. We burn the right side now. And the left leg is still working. The whole body's working. And your core is stabilized. This might not look like a core movement, but baby girl, I promise you, this is an oblique focused move. For 4. Yes. Lift, squeeze. Last 2. And 1. Hold and pulse. Squeeze and lift. We stay here for 5, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle the leg. Just go one direction. Don't think about it. Just do it. For 2, 1. Reverse the circle. Get the leg higher because you can. For 3, we stay. 2, 1. Drag the leg in front of you. Lift it up as high as you can. Slowly lower and lift. If you're thinking, why is this side so hard? This was the supporting hip doing a lot of work. So it's okay if it feels like a lot, but I don't want you uneven. So keep lowering and lifting. Give it all that you've got. We are here for a good time, not a long time. Squeeze a little bit more. Good. For 3, for 2, 1. Hold just for 5. 4, I'm shaking. Let the shakes happen. For 1, good. Swing the right leg, right back behind you. So super far back. Keep it straight and strong and streamlined. Ready? Right hand comes up overhead if you need the balance, or you can keep it on your hip. Lower, lift, squeeze. Lower, lift, squeeze. Working different parts of the glute now. For a little longer, we go for 5. Yes, smile for 4. Squeeze, lift up 3. Last 2 and 1. Hold and pulse with me. This is it. We stay for 3, for 2 and 1. Slowly lower. Come back down to your knees. Give your glutes a little pat out. That must feel so good. We're going to come back to giving the core some love. Are you ready to party? Yes, that's why we're here on our mat, to do some movement. So let's keep it going. Onto the forearms. Yep. We're on our forearms again. We're going to do that same sequence. We're just going to shift forward and back. Forward and back. And I swear, if you smile, you soften the face, the brain is right there just behind your smile. She's listening. Soften the face and engage your core for 3. Yes. For 2. Yes. Last one, alternate knee taps. Yes. For 5. Woo! For 4, go to the beat in your head or in real life. For 3, 2, and 1. Don't you dare lower. Come up onto your hands for me, babes. Drop the hips. Press out of the shoulders. Take your right hand to your right hip. 3-point plank. 1-arm plank. Hold. For 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly switch to the other side. Don't think, just do. We got this. We hold, we squeeze. For 3, for 2, and 1. Hands down, hips up to the sky. Downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Yes, we made it. Sway the hips side to side. That should feel pretty good. Slowly drop to your knees. Give yourself a big pat on the butt. That was a very demanding core class. We involved the whole body to burn a little bit more and to just really connect to the body and maybe gain some more mobility. Let me know which moves you want to see more of. Let me know which classes you want to see more of. But truly, I appreciate you spending your time with me on the mat. And I hope you have the most beautiful day. Namaste, Tawnyjanae.